And the only guys that have hit, Justin Crawford, he's got 7 hits.
Yeah, 7 for 17 on the homestand.
I mean, like, and he didn't play one game, right? Like, he's been very good. Like, he's impressed.
Yeah, he's been excellent
in his first week, right?
You look at their outfield as a whole, and I told you before the show that we don't have a lot of numbers, a lot of stats, and I don't want to overly stat the show up, especially after only 6 games, but it's actually quite remarkable. Coming into the season, your biggest concern about the Phillies in general with the lineup was the outfield, you know, the question mark in center field, and then really not being overly enthusiastic about the corners. And through 6 games, the outfield's hitting .338. They have the best collection of outfielders in terms of batting average in baseball right now. And they're like top 7 in OPS, top 6 in slugging. It's crazy. Like, they've gotten a lot of production out of the outfield. It's everywhere else that's kind of plagued them. You look at Crawford, and we know that the outfield production as a whole is not going to be sustainable. This is not going to be a top 5 offensive group from an outfield perspective. At least I don't think it will be. But what's interesting is I worried about Justin Crawford in that, well, 2 things. One, I didn't want to see him get off to a slow start because I was worried a little bit about, would he start to press? Would it snowball? Are you all of a sudden 5-6 weeks into the season and you go, he has no power, he's not getting on base, his confidence is eroding. By the way, you have no good backup option. We've seen that. Like, if you needed a further confirmation, Brandon Marsh cannot play center field. So you don't have a lot of depth there. It's like, it's so important for him to get off to a good start. And I'm happy from just from a mental standpoint that he was able to come out and have the success that he did in this first series. But beyond that, or this first homestand, but beyond that, it's how he had the success. One of the things that you had to be concerned about was the ground ball rate, you know, in AAA and throughout his whole minor league progression. He hits the ball on the ground so much. He can't possibly hit over 280 at the major league level, hitting 55% of his balls in play on the ground. Like, it's just not going to work. The defenses are better. The speed's not going to carry you quite as much. But then you watch it in person, even at this level, and it's certainly going to come back. He's going to go through dry spells. I get that. But I watch it and go, like, this is exactly what he wants to do. Like, this is his game. You know, finding holes, hard contact on the ground, and it's working. And so he's not dinking and dunking and getting lucky. This is what it looks like with him. Like, this is what he does. This is his game. And so to see it kind of translate early on at the major league level, to me, is encouraging.
Yeah, no, it is. It's very encouraging. And you know, it's not just been the offense, Bob. Like, I look at it, I think he's played pretty well in center field. I mean, there was, I think, one play where I went, maybe took a weird route to that one. But other than that, like, I think he's done a nice job. You know, we talked about last week, or on Monday, about the catch he made against the Rangers when Aaron Nola was pitching, saved a run, crashing against the wall. Like, he's been as good for the first 6 games of a career. It's been as good as you could have asked for him. Like, you really can, maybe even better than expectations. You know, I mean, and that's fine. That's great. And they've needed it. They've needed every bit of it. And that's the crazy thing. Like, the whole idea was, well, we're going to bat him 9th so he doesn't have to be in pressure spots. And we don't need to, you know, he doesn't feel the need to, you know, to have to carry a team or spark a team. And yet, without him, do they even have 1 win at this point? Like, 1 maybe? They're 1-5 without Crawford at this point? Like, I mean, seriously, he's been.
Well, certainly don't win on Wednesday without him. I mean, there's no question about that. I mean, they had to have everything that he gave them, all 3 of those hits. I mean,
yeah.
So, yeah, look, I mean, so when we mapped out this show, I'm thinking about, like, well, what do you want to talk about? And I just think it would be idiotic to come on here and be like, I'm super concerned about any of these guys. I also don't want to gush over 6 games, but for a rookie who has some questions coming in, yeah, it would be impossible not to have sat here for the last week and not come away a little bit impressed. And the overall demeanor and be able to meet the moment, and, like, it checks a lot of boxes, man.
Yeah, and look what Bayman says here. This is the truth. Crawford has already given them everything they ever wanted out of Johan Rojas. Really makes Rojas look bad, right?
Yeah,
and it's the truth. I mean, that's exactly what they wanted Rojas to do out of the 9 hole.